بسم الله السلام عليكم. قال المؤلف: ستطعم منك ما منها طعمت وتعرى إن لبست لها ثيابا وتكسى إن ملابسها خلعت وتشهد كل يوم دفن خل كأنك لا تراد بما شهدت ولم تخلق لتعمرها ولكن لتعبرها فجد لما خلقت وإن هدمت فزدها أنت هدما وحصن أمر دينك ما استطعت ولا تحزن على ما فات منها إذا ما أنت في أخراك فزت فليس بنافع ما نلت منها من الفاني إذا الباقي حرمت ولا تضحك مع السفهاء لهوا فإنك سوف تبكي إن ضحكت وكيف لك السرور وأنت رهن ولا تدري أتفدى أم غلقت وسل من ربك التوفيق فيها وأخلص في السؤال إذا سألت ونادي إذا سجدت له اعترافا بما ناداه ذو النون بن متى.
Okay, that's Jazakallah khairan. So it is line number 47. 47. I think we read 47, 48, but okay, no problem. We can start from 47. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa. Amma ba'd. So not everyone got the book. So who made the copy? Why not a few more?
Sorry, I thought
it's just for the elite.
وتطعمك الطعام وعن قريب ستطعم منك ما منها طعمت. So he's saying وتطعمك الطعام. I mean, this earth is providing food for you. All of our food comes from the earth. I mean, the water comes from the heavens and from the sky, and all our food, the fruits and vegetables and grains, everything that we eat, generally speaking, comes from earth. So he's saying وتطعمك الطعام. Now, when you are alive, this earth is providing food for you. But what happened? وَعَنْ قَرِيبٍ سَتَطْعَمُ مِنْكَ. But in near future, it is going to eat you. When you are buried in the earth, what happens? Your body is consumed by the earth, except for someone who has shuhada, very high level of iman and righteousness also. So that's what he's saying. وَعَنْ قَرِيبٍ سَتَطْعَمُ مِنْكَ مَا مِنْهَا طَعِمْتَ. Meaning today you are eating from the food given by the earth. Tomorrow the earth will consume you altogether. وَتَعْرَى إِنْ لَبِسْتَ لَهَا ثِيَابًا وَتُكْسَى إِنْ مَلَابِسَهَا خَلَعْتَ. وَتَعْرَى إِنْ لَبِسْتَ لَهَا ثِيَابًا. Meaning if you are using clothes from it, tomorrow you are going to be stripped of your clothes. وَتُكْسَى إِنْ مَلَابِسَهَا خَلَعْتَ. And you are going to be provided clothes if you are not using the clothes and the what we say, the blessing, not blessing, let's say the worldly things. Okay, let me put it in a simple way. وَتُورَى إِنْ لَبِسْتَ لَهَا ثِيَابًا. Meaning if you are using clothes of this world, if you are using materialistic things too much and chasing the dunya, and using as a cloth, so as a result you will be stripped, you will be naked. I mean, the dunya and the affairs of the dunya and the worldly things, they remain here. وَتُكْسَى إِن مَلَابِسَهَا خَلَعْتَ. But if you haven't chased the dunya or haven't given too much attention or too much of your time to the dunya, then you will be provided clothing in hereafter. See, the more you are after this dunya, the more nakedness you will, or the more trouble you will be in. وَتُكْسَى إِن مَلَابِسَهَا خَلَعْتَ. But if you, in مَلَابِسَ الدُّنْيَا خَلَعْتَ, if you give up the affairs of the dunya, then that is better for you, and you will be provided clothing in hereafter, and you will be treated properly. Yes, the more one is after the dunya at the hisab, at the expenses of the deen, then yes, it is trouble. But if you are balancing, let's say in a good way, and giving preference obviously for hereafter, then you won't be in trouble. وَتَشْهَدُ كُلَّ يَوْمٍ دَفْنَ خِلٍّ, meaning you witness every day, or at least you hear. If you're not witnessing, you hear. What do you hear? دَفْنَ خِلٍّ, that some of your colleagues or some of other people of your age passing away and being buried. Every day you witness some people are being buried, or you hear at least. Sometimes you don't participate in the burial, but you come to know that so and so people died, passed away, from your colleagues or from your contacts and so on and so forth. What happening? But you are behaving in a way كأنك لا تراد بما, as you are not going to die. كأنك لا تراد, meaning you're not learning any lesson and you're living like in a normal way as before. كأنك لا تراد, as this death is not going to come to you. كأنك لا تراد بما شئت, meaning you witness, but at the same time you're not learning lesson. Your life is the same, as if you're not intended, as if you're not going to be taken, or you're not going to die. Okay, something I find really bad here, customary thing. Even when they go to the majlis of Iza, mean to console someone, Taziyah means to console someone who have lost their loved one. As soon as they enter, especially the Asian people, the Pakistani especially, they say two words, Allah ki mardi, meaning what happened with the qaza and qadr of Allah, dua, and few second dua, raising hand, and then as if they meaning, yes, if someone goes after, he cannot figure out that it is a gathering of a taziyah or za. They talk about everything like a normal gathering. Absolutely like a normal gathering. You don't find any difference. The only two words in the beginning and few seconds in the dua, and thereafter about this, about that, about this thing, about that thing, how your business is going on, and about worldly things. It doesn't look like it is a majlis of a person who has lost a loved one. And the people, I mean those who have lost, they provide food as well. They serve food, biryani, chicken and this and that, like you are in a walima, Nuzbillah. It's true here, especially, everyone knows I'm not any, what we say, talking for no reason. I have witnessed this. I mean the people should provide food for those 1, 2, 3 days because they are in trouble and in problem and they have lost someone. It is they who serve you the food. Go to their home, first day, second day, third day. Yes,
Khalil.
Sahib.
Is it related to Khalil?
Khalil, Khulla. Here it means colleague or mate, Sahib. Companion. ولم تخلق لتعمرها ولكن لتعبرها فجد لما خلقت. Okay, so the meaning is clear. وَلَمْ تُخْلَقْ لِتَعْمُرَ, you haven't been created to inhabit this world. You haven't been created to live here for longer time or for good. وَلَكِنْ لِتَعْبُرَهَا, you have been created in this world. It is a passage. Meaning, for example, if there's a bridge, so what happens? You're not going to stay there. You cross. You cross from one side to other. So he's saying this world is, you haven't created to live in this world for longer, forever. وَلَكِنْ لِتَعْبُرَهَا, it is a passing phase. فَجِدَّ لِمَا خُلِقْتَ, so pay attention for the purpose that you have created for. Meaning pay attention of try to fulfill the goal for which you have been created. And what we have been created for. وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. So it is not dare makar, as they say, dare mamar, meaning yes, you are passing. And it's true, from the time you have born, your journey has started. And you are getting closer to the final destination. Okay, in the worldly journey, yes, you can figure out that your journey was for 9 hours, 4 past and 4 remaining, 5 past and 3 remaining, and so on and so forth. But in this journey, you can say how much you have spent, but you cannot say or figure out how much is left. Okay. وَلَمْ تُخْلَقْ لِتَعْمُرَهَا وَلَكِنْ لِتَعْبُرَهَا فَجِدَّ لِمَا خُلِقْتَ وَإِنْ هُدِمَتْ فَزِدْهَا أَنْتَ هَدْمًا وَحَسِّنْ أَمْرَ دِينِكَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتَ. Okay, وَإِنْ هُدِمَتْ, and if dunya, وَإِنْ هُدِمَتْ. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Okay, if this dunya is destroyed, and if dunya turns away from you, when Hudimat is talking about this world or this dunya. Okay, so if this dunya is destroyed for you, meaning you haven't got that much of the dunya, and it is turning away from you, then don't worry. Don't worry. فَزِدْهَا أَنْتَ هَدْوًا. You turn away even more from the dunya. فَزِدْهَا أَنْتَ هَدْمًا. Okay, وَإِنْ هُدِمَتْ فَزِدْهَا أَنْتَ هَدْمًا. Meaning, if the dunya is running away, you want something and you're not getting. Okay, then don't be sad. لَا تُلْقِي لَهَا بَعْلًا. Mean don't be concerned or don't get worried. Rather, زِدْهَا أَنْتَ هَدْمًا. Meaning you turn away more from the dunya. فَإِنَّكَ لَمْ تُخْلَقْ لَهَا, because you haven't been created for this world. وَحَسِّنْ أَمْرَ دِينِكَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتَ. Okay, what Hassin means, boys? Hisnun Hasinun. Okay, protect. Yes, protect. Hisnun Asawma Hisnun Hasinun min nar. Hassin. Yes, protect, safeguard. Hassin lisanaka, Hassin farjak, and so on and so forth. Hisnun Muslim fortress, yes. وَحَسِّنْ أَمْرَ دِينِكَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتَ. So turn away from the dunya and safeguard your religious affairs, safeguard your deen, مَا اسْتَطَعْتَ, as much as you can. So don't worry if you are not getting what you want from the dunya. It's fine. You haven't been created to accumulate wealth or to chase the dunya. Rather, you have been created to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَحَسِّنْ أَمْرَ دِينِكَ. So it doesn't matter whether you have got little of the dunya or more, but what matters is how much deen you have got. If you have preserved your religion, that's fine, you are successful. وَحَسِّنْ أَمْرَ دِينِكَ مَا اسْتَطَعْتَ وَلَا تَحْزَنْ عَلَى مَا فَاتَ مِنْهَا. Again he's saying وَلَا تَحْزَنْ عَلَى مَا فَاتَ مِنْهَا. Mean don't be sad for something that you have missed of the dunya. Meaning you wanted this house, you wanted this job, you wanted to buy this car. Okay, you badly wanted this girl to marry, let's say. Okay, so whatever from the worldly things you wanted, and yes, you were not able to fulfill your dream also. لا تحزن على ما فات منها. And Allah says in the Quran, لكي لا تأسوا على ما فاتكم ولا تفرحوا بما آتاكم. Don't be worried don't be sad for something that you haven't got it, and don't over rejoice for something that you have got. Don't be proud and boast that I'm manager of this big company. Or what they call CEO? The other word? Yeah. Yes. وَلَا تَفْرُوا بِمَا آتَاكُمْ. Because that is the dunya. Today you are manager, tomorrow you may become a normal worker. You may lose the job. And in another job you may find and you may be normal. Okay, وَلَا تَحْزَنْ عَلَى مَا فَاتَ مِنْهَا إِذَا مَا أَنْتَ فِي أُخْرَاكَ فُزْتَ. He's saying, yes, don't be sad for what you have missed of the dunya, as long as you are successful in hereafter. As long as you preserve your religion and you are hopeful that you will be successful in hereafter, that's fine. Because this dunya comes to an end for a king and for those people who lead a very, very luxurious life, and for those people who are less fortunate, and for those people who are middle class, and so on and so forth. Even for poor people. I mean, it will come to an end. As Imam Muhammad ibn Hanbal, he says, ta'amun duna ta'am, wa libasun duna libas. Meaning giving nasiha to someone. He's saying, don't worry. Even the food is not that much good also, is fine. Okay, إذا ما أنت في أخراك فزت. So that is the more important. As long as you are successfully after, don't worry about what you are missing of the dunya. فليس بنافع ما نلت منها. ليس بنافع ما نلت منها. Meaning whatever you got from the dunya is not going to benefit unless you spend it in a way pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, be careful. It can be beneficial, like you got a lot of wealth and the wealth is in your hand, it's not in your heart, and you are controlling, spending, giving this one, giving here, giving this charity, that charity, spending in a way pleasing to Allah, helping your poor relatives and so on and so forth, then obviously that is good. It will be beneficial. So what he means here, فَلَيْسَ بِمَا نِلْتَ مِنْهَا, what he means that dunya, that not being used in an appropriate way is not going to benefit you. And obviously it's going to, min al-fani, is going to end anyway. إِذِ الْبَاقِي هُرِمْتَ. Meaning if you have been deprived from the blessings of hereafter from the Jannah, that is the concern. But if you have missed something that you wanted, you didn't get, don't worry. Because you are not going to live here for good. Okay, sometimes the things are taken away from you, and sometimes you are taken away. Things remain. The house and the palace and this remains, and the person is taken away. فَلَيْسَ بِنَافٍ مَا نِلْتَ مِنْهَا مِنَ الْفَانِي إِذَا الْبَاقِي هُرِمْتَ. Okay, let's move to other line. وَلَا تَذْهَكْ مَا السُّفَهَاءِ لَهْوًا فَإِنَّكَ سَوْفَ تَبْكِي إِنْ ذَهِكْتَ. Okay, the poetry is very easy. I mean, the wording are very easy for those who have little or let's say little bit medium, okay, level of Arabic language, so they can understand what the author is saying or the poet is saying. وَلَا تَذْهَكْ مَا السُّفَهَاءِ لَهْوًا. Meaning, don't waste your time laughing and enjoying with foolish people, fool people. How do you say foolish people? فَإِنَّكَ, because the time that you waste with them playing Ludo or chess or this or that, many other things, فَإِنَّكَ سَوْفَ تَبْكِي in the hikta. Okay, tomorrow you are going to cry. You will regret the time that you have wasted in lahu and life with your friends. Okay, because the time is the capital. So let's say 2 hours you wasted in something. That 2 hours could have been used in a way that brought you far closer to Allah. Say zikr or read Quran, okay, or azkar, or seek knowledge. So here we don't pay attention how much time we waste on social media, especially. May Allah forgive us and rectify our affairs. So that's what he's saying. Be a little bit touch with the social media, with the news, what's happening. That's okay, but not too much. وَكَيْفَ لَكَ السُّرُورُ وَأَنْتَ رَهْنٌ وَلَا تَدْرِي أَتُفْتَ أَمْ غَلِقْتَ. He's saying how you're rejoicing and living happily in this world. وَأَنْتَ رَهْنٌ, and you are hostage. Meaning, rahn is something you borrow money, and for surety you give something. Say, if I'm not able to, then here you got something you can sell and recover your debt. So that is the rahn and marhum. So I'm not sure I have used the word hostage. وَكَيْفَ لَكَ السُّرُورُ وَأَنْتَ وَلَا تَدْرِي أَتُفْتَ أَمْ غَلِقْتَ. And you're not aware whether you're going to get the freedom or going to be put into prison. Meaning our situation is we are rahn in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, yeah, the hadith, famous hadith goes on to say, كُلٌّ يَغْدُو فَبَائِعٌ نَفْسَهُ فَمُوتِقُهُ أَوْ مُوبِقُهَا فَمُوتِقُهَا أَوْ مُوبِقُهَا. Meaning everyone is in a business. Some people free themselves from the punishment of Allah, and some people are destroying. So either you are this or either you are that. كُلٌّ يَغْدُو, meaning every morning or in this life we are moving ahead, we are in a business. Either you are destroying yourself and your portion in hereafter, or you are freeing. Okay, وَسَلْ مِنْ رَبِّكَ التَّوْفِيقَ فِيهَا وَأَخْلِصْ فِي السُّؤَالِ إِذَا سَأَلْتَ. وَسَلْ مِنْ رَبِّكَ التَّوْفِيقَ فِيهَا. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tawfiq. Meaning tawfiq is in Allah's hand. It is He who turns the hearts of His slave, whichever He wants. So ask tawfiq from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَأَخْلِصْ فِي السُّؤَالِ إِذَا سَأَلْتَ. And when you are making dua, yes, you need to be focused and you need to be sincere. Many times the dua is coming from the tongue, nothing there in the hand. Nothing there in the heart. Like I give you the example of the tasbih bears. Some people take, and even when they are talking with other people and doing business, okay, the fingers are doing tasbih, not the tongue. You see the fingers is moving, the beads are going up and down. Okay, so ikhlas is required for every action, and for dua as well. Dua is ibadah, so it is required for every act of worship, especially in the dua. وَاسْأَلْ مِنْ رَبِّكَ التَّوْفِيقَ فِيهَا وَأَخْلِصْ فِي السُّؤَالِ إِذَا سَأَلْتَ وَنَادِ إِذَا سَجَدْتَ لَهُ إِطِرَافًا بِمَا نَادَاهُ ذُو النُّونِ بْنِ مَتَّةَ. Okay, he's saying وَنَادِ إِذَا سَجَدْتَ. When you are in sajda, make dua. إِطِرَافًا, and admit your sin, admit your mistake. That's the first step towards the tawbah. Okay, if you're not admitting what the wrong you have done, how you are going to make tawbah? Okay? Yes, today I delivered the second khutbah there. And mashallah, there were people. I thought in the second khutbah there may not be, but there were some 40, 50 people maybe. So I was talking about the istighfar and the blessings. So I mentioned the story of Adam and Islam and Iblis, meaning at the time of creation. So you reflect on the story, you find that Adam and Islam also made a mistake or disobeyed Allah. Asa Adamu Rabbahu faghawa. And Iblis as well, when he refused to do sajda. Okay? So both of them disobeyed Allah and committed sin. But what happened thereafter? Adam a.s. realized and he begged for forgiveness. قال ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكون من الخاسرين. Okay, ثم تاب ربه I mean, the ayah says that he made a tawbah and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chosen him and forgiven him and made him prophet. As for Iblis, he never showed any regret. He never admitted, rather he was arguing. When Allah asked, what made you not obey my commands? He argued, he said, I'm better than, how can you ask me to do sajda? خَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ وَخَلَقْتُ مِن طِينٍ. And then blame upon Allah, رَبِّ بِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي. Okay, you made me go astray. So that is the difference between them two. Otherwise, from that perspective, they both were somehow, he disobeyed and he also. But he admitted and turned and repented and got chosen and became prophet, and he remained no itiraf, no regret, no tawbah.
قال قرينه ربنا ما أطغيته. Is that the same? أطغيته.
That is for different. ربنا ما أطغيته. For human being, they are with us, isn't it? And they're misleading. But on the day of judgment, they dissociate. They say, I only told him, and it was him who did it. I only encouraged him. وقال الشيطان لما قضي الأمر إن الله قد وعدكم وعد الحق ووعدتكم فأخلفتم فلا تلوموني ولوموا أنفسكم. I mean, don't put the blame upon me. And that's what Shaitan can encourage you. He cannot make you do. Okay, so he's saying, وَنَادِ إِذَا سَجَدْتَ لَهُ تِرَافًا. When you are in the sajda, call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, admit your sin, turn to Him, and بِمَا نَادَاهُ, and use those words that the Nun ibn Matta used. Which words? لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا أَنْتَ سُبْحَانَكَ إِنِّي كُنْتُ مِنَ الظَّالِمِينَ. Okay, and there's a famous hadith, وَدَعْوَةُ ذِي النُّونِ. The Prophet ﷺ said the wording of the Nun, whenever a Muslim make dua using those words, إِلَّا اسْتَجَابَ لَهُ, except that Allah will answer his call. So it's not with Yunus ibn Matta only. Whenever a believer turns to Allah with ikhlas, using those words, La ilaha illa anta subhanaka inni kuntu minaz zalimin, it is likely that his dua will be answered. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the story of Yunus alayhi salam, when he said, وَنَادَى فِي ظُلُمَاتِ, at the end it said, وَكَذَلِكَ نُنْجِي الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Likewise, we are going to save or protect or come to the rescue of the believers if they behave in the same way as Yunus ibn Matta. So that's what he's saying. وَلَازِمْ بَابَهُ قَرَنَ أَسَاهُ سَيَفْتَهُ بَابَهُ لَكَ إِنْ قَرَاتَ. وَلَازِمْ بَابَهُ قَرَنَ. And keep knocking the door. Keep knocking the door. لَازِمْ بَابَهُ قَرَنَ. Meaning continuous. It's not just you turn and ask and say, oh, I made dua and nothing happened. Keep asking, keep knocking the door. What happens? In this dunya as well, if someone is keep asking for something, even a mean person feels sad and he says, okay, let me give him, he has asked to so many times. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Jawad. So وَلَازِمْ بَابُهُ قَرَنَ أَسَاهُ is likely that he will open his door for you if you keep knocking. Okay, that's the key as well. This hadith in which Prophet ﷺ said that dua is accepted مَا لَمْ يَقُلْ, as long as the person doesn't say that I made dua and nothing happening. Meaning keep asking, fulfill your responsibility and don't pay that much attention whether it is going to be accepted or not. Okay, and the dua's acceptance is three different ways. Dua is accepted in three different forms. Sometimes you get what you're asking. Okay, that's how we think that, oh, my dua is accepted. I wanted this job and I got it. Okay, Prophet ﷺ said sometimes you get what you're asking, sometimes because of the dua, some other problems that were written for you will be removed. So it's not like a dua not accepted. You may think that you wanted this job, you didn't get, but there may be something bad was about to happen, and because of this dua that is removed. And the third thing is you'll get the reward of your dua. Dua is ibadah. If you haven't got anything in this world, nonetheless you will get the reward of the ibadah in hereafter. So you're not a loser. The one who is making dua is not a loser. Okay, وَأَكْثِرْ ذِكْرَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ دَابًا لِتُذْكَرَ فِي السَّمَاءِ إِذَا ذَكَرْتَ. وَأَكْثِرْ ذِكْرَهُ فِي الْأَرْضِ دَابًا. Meaning, yes, remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this earth, in this life, continuously. Daban means regularly, continuously. And we've been commanded in the Quran number of وَاذْكُرُ اللَّهَ ذِكْرًا كَثِيرًا. وَاذْكُرُ اللَّهَ ذِكْرًا كَثِيرًا, and many verses. So what will happen if you remember Allah in this world? لِتُذْكَرَ فِي السَّمَاءِ إِذَا ذَكَرْتَ. When you make dhikr of Allah here, Allah will make mention of you in the upper world to His angels. So again, and that's also in the hadith. لو ذكرني في ملئ لذكرته, meaning if he makes zikr or mentions of me in front of other people, then Allah will make mention of you to His angels. And if you do zikr on your own, Allah will remember you as well. Al-jazā'u min jinsil amal. Okay, remind me if the time is 40 minutes.
I think we started a bit late.
8:15. We started 8:15.
So 8:15 we started.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should finish at 5 to 9, huh? 9.
The Isha is at 9:30.
Okay. Isha is 9:30.
Yeah.
So we'll stop at 55.
Okay.
ولا تقل السبا فيه مجال. Okay, pay attention. He's saying ولا تقل السبا فيه مجال وفكر كم صغير قد دفنت. Okay, don't say that I'm still young. ولا تقل السبا فيه مجال. Don't say I got the whole life ahead of me. That's what the English will say, isn't it? The whole life was ahead of him or her. Okay, he was still young. Don't think that way. فكر كم صغير قد دفنت. Haven't you seen how many young people passed away, or don't you see young people dying? So not necessarily if you are young, or if you are teenage, or if you are in your youth or so, don't think that you are going to live 70, 80 years old like so and the other people. It may not happen. Okay, one of my nephew, may Allah forgive him and reward the parents. He passed away while he was 14 years old. All of a sudden. All of a sudden. How all of a sudden happened? It was 15th August in India. They celebrated Independence Day. So his school, the convent, and next to the school, little bit, there was a river. So him and other, meaning my brother's son and another one, my sister's son, they both went taking bath. They were very fond of water. Very fond of water. But if you don't know swimming, you shouldn't. So within a few minutes, one of them got drowned. Okay, here parents are thinking he went to the school and this is the time coming, and the news coming the other thing. So something that happens. Okay, ولا تقل السبا فيهم وفكر كم صغير قد دفنت وقل لي يا نسيه لأنت أولى بنفسك لو بعقلك قد نظرت. Okay, now he is standing, he's saying وقل لي يا نسيه لأنت أولى. Okay, he's giving nasiha to Abu Bakr. Then he's saying, look, I'm giving nasiha to you, but I'm also in need of this nasiha. Okay, it doesn't mean that I'm very righteous, good, and I'm advising you. The advice is for you and for me in the very first place as well. So now he's turning to himself. He's saying, وَقُلْ لِي يَا نَسِيهُ لَأَنْتَ أَوْلَى. Meaning, وَقُلْ. He's addressing to Abu Bakr. He's saying, you can say to me that, look, the one who is giving nasiha, لَأَنْتَ أَوْلَى بِنُسِكَ. You are more, you deserve more to act upon the nasiha that you are giving to me. لَوْ بِعَقْلِكَ قَدْ نَظَرْتَ. Meaning, if you reflect on your actions, on your things. So he's saying to the one who is giving advice, he's saying, look, you can come back to me and say that I deserve to act upon the nasiha even more so. So that is out of his ikhlas that he is saying that it is not nasiha for you only, it is nasiha for me, I need to act upon this as well. You can say تُقَتِّعُنِي عَلَى التَّفْرِيطِ لَوْمًا وَبِالتَّفْرِيطِ دَهْرَكَ قَدْ قَطَعْتَ. You can say to me that, look, you are تُقَتِّعُنِي على التفريط لوما. You are blaming me وبالتفريط دهرك قد قطعت. You are blaming me that I am falling short and so forth. You can say that I am the same. You can say back to me that I am the same. So this nasiha is for you, and before you it is for me. وفي صغري تخوفني المنايا وما تجري ببالك حين شخت. Okay, so it looks like the Abu Bakr to whom he was giving nasiha is younger than the poet. Poet is Abu Ishaq Albiri. So he's saying وفي صغري. You can say that, look, I'm still young. He's saying to Abu Bakr, you can say back to me that I'm still young and you are scaring me. What about yourself? وَمَا تَجْرِي بِبَالِكَ حِينَ شِخْتَ. What about yourself? You are older than me. Meaning he's saying to the person to whom he's giving nasiha that, look, you can come back to me and you can say that you're scaring me even though I'm younger. That's what he said, isn't it? Don't think that if you're young you have got time left. You never know, the time may come in and you may not reach to the old age or even middle age and so on and so forth. So now he's saying, okay, you can come back to me and you can say that you are scaring me while I'm younger than you, and وَمَا تَجْرِي بَارِكَ هِينَ شِخْتَ, meaning you are older and yes, and you're not fearful of the death, and you're giving me nasiha while I'm younger. You're more older. You deserve to be more fearful of the death. Okay, وَكُنْتَ مَعَ السِّبَاءِ أَهْدَى سَبِيلًا فَمَا لَكَ بَعْدَ شَيْبِكَ قَدْ نُكِسْتَ. وَكُنْتَ مَعَ السِّبَاءِ أَهْدَى سَبِيلًا, meaning when you were younger, you were more upon the right path. فَمَا لَكَ بَعْدَ شَيْبِكَ قَدْ نُكِسْتَ, meaning what's wrong with you? After you became mature, you are Meaning instead of being even more good, you're backing off. Generally speaking, if you are righteous and good when you are young, you have to keep following the path and even become more righteous. So he's saying, Kunta ma'as-saba ahda sabila. When you were young, you were more upon the right path. What's wrong with you? Bada shaybika qad nukista. Meaning after you got matured, you went, what you say, you took the reverse gear and you went back. You went backward. Okay, let's take one line so we can stop at 65. What is the next one? وَهَا أَنَا لَمْ أَخُذْ بَحْرَ الْخَطَايَا وَهَا أَنَا لَمْ أَخُذْ بَحْرَ الْخَطَايَا كَمَا قَدْ خُذْتَهُ حَتَّى غَرِقْتَ. So he's saying to Abu Bakr, to whom he's advising, he said, look, you can come back to me and say, لَمْ أَخُذْ بَحْرَ الْخَطَايَا, I haven't committed those many sins, كَمَا قَدْ خُذْتَهُ, as you have entered into the ocean of dhunub, hatta gharikta, and you're drowning. Okay, it is out of tawadu, he's saying. Out of tawadu and out of humbleness, he's saying, look, you can, I'm giving nasiyah to you, but you can come back and say that, look, I have committed more sins than you. It is you who are fi bahri dhunubi gharikta. Of Ibahil Khataya Gharikh. Okay, so that's not reality. Out of humbleness, he's saying that you can tell me that. And meaning what he's trying to say, that this nasiyah is not just for you, it is for myself. I also need to act upon it. Okay, subhanakallah bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka.